would like to share with you the information that you need to know for the nutrition test. If you look up in the top right-hand corner of this page of notes, your test has a total of 53 questions. There are 9 multiple choice, 6 completion, and those completion questions do contain a word bank. And then there are 5 sets of matching for a total of 38 questions in the matching category for a grand total of 53 questions. On the top left here, it says be able to put food in the proper food groups. So we talked about the My Plate assignment, being able to tell which foods go in which category. So for example, celery is a vegetable, those type of things. The information that I have highlighted is the information that is included in the questions on the test. The 6 major nutrients, you need to know all of them, and the information on the test, I tried to use the definitions that are in your notes to complete those. So carbohydrates are our main source of energy. Fats we need in moderate amounts to perform important functions in the body. I forgot to highlight protein, but it's on there. Protein helps build and repair our body. Vitamins are chemicals that we need in small amounts to keep our body functioning. Minerals help the body work properly, and many become part of the body. So like calcium makes strong bones, it becomes part of our body. And then water is the essential to life. The definition of a nutrient deficiency is a severe shortage of a nutrient. And if someone is suffering from malnutrition, they have a very serious health problem caused by poor nutrition. You need to know what RDA initials stand for. It's recommended dietary allowances. Skipping down to the suggestions for calorie intake, you only need to remember the teenage girls and teenage boys. And it's 2,200 for girls, 2,800 for boys. Boys get to have more calories because in general, on the average, they get more exercise. The recommended sources of calories is part of the completion section. You need to know how many calories are in a gram of carbohydrates, and that's 4. Also 4 calories in a gram of protein, and there are 9 calories in a gram of fat. 55% or more of your calories should come from carbohydrates. 30% or less should come from fat, and 12 to 15% from proteins. Complex carbohydrates and simple carbohydrates are part of the matching section. Complex are starches, so things like pasta, potatoes, and then simple carbohydrates are sugars. There's a section also including sucrose, fructose, maltose, and lactose, and those are all different forms of sugar. Sucrose is table sugar, fructose is the sugar that's found in fruit, maltose is found in grain products, and lactose is found in milk. Skipping over to the amino acids, you need to know there are 22 amino acids. There are 9 essential amino acids. You need to know the difference between bad and good cholesterol. LDL is the bad cholesterol. Remember, they're losers. So L for losers, bad. HDL, good cholesterol. Then skip to the vitamins. Fat-soluble vitamins are A, D, E, and K. Water-soluble are C and B. Macro minerals, I use the words calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium. And electrolytes, potassium, sodium, chloride. Trace minerals are needed in small amounts. Okay, and then the last section is on deficiencies and excesses. And on your Google Classroom documents, this is a separate part of your notes. So we need to know the symptoms are what I'm using, not whether it's a lack of or an excess of a certain nutrient. So PEM, the symptoms are fatigue and weight loss, diarrhea, infections, and stunted growth in children. Night blindness, you can't see in the dark. Rickets. If someone has rickets, they have crooked legs and a misshapen breastbone. If they're suffering from scurvy, they have bleeding gums, their teeth fall out, they may have internal bleeding, and they're very, very weak. Beriberi is a numbness in their ankles and legs. They may have severe cramping and maybe even have paralysis. Pellagra is skin lesions and digestive problems, can lead to mental disorders and even death. Pernicious anemia is abnormally large blood cells, depression, and drowsiness. Okay, do not confuse this with just regular anemia. Regular anemia is a lack of iron. This is different. This is a lack of vitamin B12. Osteoporosis is probably one that you're more familiar with, and that's porous, brittle bones. And then the last two, hypertension is another word for high blood pressure, and a goiter is an enlargement of the thyroid gland. Thanks and good luck studying.